Yeah, alright, let's talk about Mafia 2. Did you play that game?
Mafia 2?
Yeah.
Nah, I never. To be honest, the only thing I ever played really was Call of Duty, bro. Call of Duty was life.
Alright, WuigievsMaster show. I believe this is like episode 3. Alright, so
Of Warzone, yeah.
you played the new update yesterday. How was it?
I think it's pretty good. It's the same thing, to be honest. It's just that they added quads.
Dang, that's disappointing
I mean,
though.
they added 4 people. I mean, with the new season, it brings new things also, like, the stuff in the battle pass, but, new weapons, stuff like that. But to me, it pretty much feels the same. Just that you're able to play with 4 players. I do feel like it's harder, though, to be honest.
Dang, it was already hard. Yo, I haven't gotten a win yet. I've been playing for like 2 or 3 weeks at this point. I haven't touched a single win.
I think I got, like, 1 win in solo, and then, like, 3 squad wins with DeAndre and Dora.
Oh, but you got more than that, right? I thought you had like 5 at least.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, I do because one time I won with randoms. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Mm, dang. I really, I was expecting more. Like, have you done anything with the battle pass? Like with your character?
Not really, because I got ghosts from the last one, so I just use that skin for now on. I know DeAndre was buying like them tracers and stuff like that, but you have to use that specific gun in order to use the tracers.
What is the actual tracer? Is that just Could you
It's like it
explain?
just throws that light. Like when you shoot the gun, it throws the green light or whatever. Like there was a green one, a red one, a pink one.
That's like the like the green light that'll be aimed at something. That's like a tracer. That's considered a
Yeah.
tracer.
No, like the bullet itself. It's like Star Wars, when they shoot and you see the red laser?
Oh, that's funny.
Like that. I mean it don't look like that, but the bullet, you see the color of the bullet when you shoot it is green. Or whatever color you bought or whatever it is.
Alright. Do you want to talk about Modern Warfare 2 now?
The remaster joint.
Yeah. Do you care that it's
Are you are
remastered?
do you think are you gonna get it?
Mm, probably not.
Cause it's only the story, right?
Yeah. That's 1/3 of the game.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if they did the multiplayer also with it, then I probably would have got it. But
I was disappointed that they didn't put in Spec Ops into that at least. They probably could have put in Spec Ops and sold it for 30.
and that also because that was a big part of that game,
Yeah, it was co-op. It
and
seems like
everybody loves playing that too. Like that, I used to play that shit with my cousins and stuff like that.
yeah, it seems like it's pretty much the same thing with multiplayer, just like better quality. I'd say. I was thinking like, yo, it'd be cool if you could do like the story, but this time co-op in the remastered version.
Yeah,
Mm.
with the better graphics and all that. I mean, it'll be crazy if they should have just done the whole game. To be honest, if they were gonna do the campaign, they might as well just have done the whole game.
I think they were afraid to compete with Modern Warfare. They were probably afraid that more people would get on the Modern Warfare 2 remastered than would play the actual
That
Modern
is
Warfare
true
right now.
because that happened with what was it, Infinite Warfare? That the Modern Warfare one came remastered.
Yeah, I guess so, but that's like the
Yeah,
worst Call of Duty. So
what Modern Warfare?
Infinite Warfare is like
Oh
the
yeah,
worst one.
Infinite
So
Warfare. Yeah. Dude, I did not touch that game not once. We were just playing Modern Warfare, the remastered one. That's it. I never touched Infinite Warfare. I think I remember playing it a handful of times, but
you bought the game?
that's pretty much it. Yeah, I bought it. And I played like 3 online matches and I was like, yo, this joint is garbage. I
I think
got
at
off.
some point, like, I just got tired of Call of Duties. What was it? Was it after Advanced Warfare? I think I just stopped playing Call of Duty for a while. I think I didn't buy
Yeah,
Black
I
Ops
mean,
3.
Black Ops 3 I bought, then Black Ops 4 I bought also. I mean, I played Advanced Warfare 2 because to me that was a pretty good game.
Which Black Ops do you think is the worst Black Ops?
Is that they're all good to be honest. I mean, I gotta say, I don't know. That's a tough one, bro.
Oh, dang.
What do you think?
I was going to say 3.
You're gonna say 3?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that as my least favorite, to be honest.
But I was terrible at Black Ops 2, so I don't know. Like, I myself was terrible at that game.
I still was fire and all
At
of that
Black Ops
stuff.
3, it felt like it was easier for me to do well in that game. But I still feel like that's like one of the worst ones for some
Is that
reason.
when you could jump around and use that booster pack to run away? Then it
Yeah,
kind of makes it hard. Then
that's
again, you could use it to your advantage, but I don't know what took them into bringing, double jumping and stuff like that.
Titanfall.
Oh,
Yeah,
Titanfall,
that's
yeah.
I
But
think that's
these dudes went like 30 years into, I mean, as they went like 2,000 years into the future. They
jeez.
should have just left it the way that it was. That's why when World War II came out, that's Modern Warfare. I mean, yeah, Call of Duty World War II came out. Everybody liked it. I mean, not everybody liked it, but they just played it because of the fact that it was boots on the ground.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't really use that the jumping thing well. Like I pretty much stuck to boots on the ground, as you were saying. I didn't really.
Yeah, honestly, it took a little while to master that thing. But if you were playing from before, like when Advanced Warfare started it, then from there,
Yeah,
I
we were
guess you
playing
kind of got
Advanced
used to
Warfare
it.
together. I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember that. Like in high school, we played it.
No, yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying, but like, it kind of had the same kind of sense like that, you know. I know people used to be nasty, and I mean, I was nasty in Advanced Warfare. I'll tell you that. I don't know what it was, but I found that it was easy for me to kill people in that game.
All right, so back to the remastered. Do you think a multiplayer is ever coming to that game?
Not right now, since Warzone came out, and then the game kind of just came out too. Maybe later on. I say maybe when the next Call of Duty comes out, they probably release the rest of it there. Or maybe it could come in an update or something, maybe, you know.
One thing I thought about was like, yo, what if this was put on the Game Pass? Would you play the remastered?
If it was on the Game Pass, yeah, I probably would play it.
I
I
feel like,
wouldn't mind downloading it and playing it.
yeah, I feel like people would be more likely to play the remastered if it was on the Game Pass, and they may as well throw it on there if they're only gonna put the the campaign in the game. Why not?
Yeah, because it is not the whole game, so you're not getting your full money's worth, to be honest. For that, I go get Modern Warfare 2 right now and just pop it in my Xbox and play it.
Are there any other Call of Duty games you'd like to see remastered?
Not really, because to be honest, I mean, it's cool because of the fact of the graphics and all that. But then again, it kills the nostalgia, like when you go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, at least for me, I see it as, like, when you go back, when you play, Black Ops 1 or whatever, you're like, wow, I remember when I used to play this, look at the graphics, how, like, I compare it to the new one, you know what I'm saying? So I see it as, wow, how times have changed. So I don't mind playing it the way that it was originally made.
Alright.
Even though it'd be nice to play it, HD or 4K or whatever it is, but really no difference to me.
Alright. So Black Ops 1 is the one that I want to see them remaster. I feel like for that game, like I really like the customizations you could do and all this stuff, and I feel like I really cared about the weapons I used in that game. What about you?
I mean, Yeah, the Galil, the FAMAS.
Yeah, like I feel like I had guns like I really liked using, and in this game
Yeah.
is I don't have as many. Do you like? Could you name any guns that you really love in Modern Warfare?
It would have to be the M4. Everybody loves that gun. The MP5. I started recently using the Growl, the 5.5, and that's pretty good.
For me, it's the Kilo and the Bison.
Yeah, that Bison is pretty good too.
But see, like you were naming all those guns from Black Ops 1, like I really like those guns too.
Yeah.
I would look forward to
But
using
that's
those.
what I'm saying. It is classic, bro. Like there was no better than that. You know what I
It's
mean?
like I don't for some reason I feel like I don't like the customization as much.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like it's too much?
In Modern Warfare, I feel like it's not enough
Yeah.
for some reason.
You feel like it's not enough? I don't know.
But
I
you
think
know
it's a
what?
lot. Cause there's so much stuff that you can do to it, but what is really doing what? I feel like sometimes I could run the gun on default with no attachments, no nothing, and I kill people better than the attached on
Oh,
it.
I meant like when I said I meant like how the gun looks itself, like the appearance of the weapon, not the attachments and everything.
You're talking about like skins and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I meant. That's like,
Got you, got
but like with Black Ops 1, I feel like you were using COD points to like unlock that stuff versus this game, you have to like
you.
do certain
Physically buy
stuff.
them. To, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Or that too, like with the store, you have to buy them.
Because what Black Ops 1, all you had to do was like the challenges and stuff like that to
Yeah,
pull
you
them
even
out.
had the what was it like? I want to say there were like bounties that you had to complete to get COD points.
I think so. It was like a certain amount of kills or a certain amount of
Yeah,
grenade kills, stuff like that. You know, basically challenges that let you unlock them. I think it was something like that.
yeah. But the story, that would be good. And they had like that unique menu that I remember where you're like in a chair and then you can stand up. So that was,
Oh yeah, that if you click the two, I mean RT and LT,
yeah,
like
you
if
can
you
stand
tapped
up.
it. Yeah.
I was thinking I couldn't really think of any other Call of Duty games because I feel like they pretty much touched the old ones.
I mean, and with them re-releasing maps too, like from the old games, kind of makes you feel like you're playing them, but just updated, you know, basically remastered.
Hideout is the worst Call of Duty map ever.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. That thing is garbage. I
That's
don't know
gonna
what
be
the
like a separate
developers.
video of itself. Hideout
Yeah.
is the worst Call of Duty map ever
I don't know
made.
what they were thinking on that one. Oh, like I said, it looked like they took notes from Minecraft because you know how Minecraft they had like Call of
Yeah.
Duty maps, and they just threw that joint in there and were like, well, whatever. You know, it's something to give them.
That is
And I feel like they don't care now because since they're making so much money off of the battle pass and COD points and people spending money on this and that, they you know who. It's not like before that you had to buy the
oh.
season pass in order to get those maps for DLC. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they cared more for, to release them, but I don't know. I feel like they just done everything and they don't know what else to do.
Do
That's what
you,
I feel
do
like,
you
to be
remember like
honest.
Kowloon in Black Ops 1? It was like this map where you could like zip tie across, like you could.
Yeah, yeah, that it was raining and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was like kind of dark and it was like I feel like on a building top.
Yeah, that it was on building tops and you use that zip line to go from
Yeah, you see how we can
thing.
remember that map? We're never gonna do that with Hideout. This is
This game,
the worst.
yeah,
They, it's like, yo, what
this guy.
happened to them actually trying with maps and trying to like surprise us with new things?
Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like they putting, like I said, they're putting so much into the battle pass and stuff like that that they're forgetting about the maps. And then again, I haven't played the new maps that recently came out too because I think it was like two or three that came out
Black Ops 3, I
for
think
Modern
you
Warfare.
could
So
even like go underwater in some maps, right?
Yeah, I think so. Even the last Call of Duty, Black Ops 4 too, you were able to. There was that one map. I forgot the name of it. It was kind of like in the ruins or something like. I think that might be the name of it actually, ruins or something like that.
I don't know.
That you were able to swim under the water and stuff like that too.
Yeah, that was disappointing though. Another thing I want to talk about. Are there any games you'd want to be remastered besides like Call of Duty?
Like from back then, like Need for Speed, the original one. I'll still say that.
Do you remember Carbon?
Carbon, I really didn't like. I don't remember like that.
I think with Carbon, like you had like a race crew. I vaguely remember it, and like your crew could help you out with races.
But that came out on PlayStation 2, right?
I think so. That's what I meant. Like games from back then, even like 360 days. If you want to see a game remastered.
Yeah, to me it would have to be. Oh, I see what you're saying. Need for Speed Carbon. Yeah, this one I never played. I played. Oh, there was another one. Which to be honest, I completely forgot my train of thought. What were we talking about? Need for Speed Carbon. Oh, I was saying like just I guess that's pretty much it. Just Need for Speed, like the original one that came out on PlayStation.
All right, so I got this list right here. So for the original Xbox,
Oh,
oh,
maybe
you can
Crash
go.
Bandicoot too.
I feel like they might
That
have
was.
actually remastered that, but I don't know if that's available on Xbox.
I think it's only on PlayStation.
Yeah. All right, so for the original Xbox, there were these games, Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. Like Sega GT 2002 was like this car racing game. Jet Set Radio Future was, I believe, like this game with rollerblading, and they had like these unique dances. Do you
Yeah.
ever remember seeing that?
Mm-mm.
I'll show it to you after this. Did you play
What's the name of it?
Jet Set Radio Future? Oh, yeah, you can look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it right now. Jet Set Radio Future. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was just like an original Xbox game, like from the
Oh, that came
original.
out first. I mean, it came out when
Yeah,
it first came out, basically.
yeah, the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Um, did you play Midnight Club 3 Dub
Midnight
Edition?
Club 3. Yeah, that I played.
Alright, I think that game would do really well if it came out today, like remastered.
Remastered, yeah.
Do you
And
remember?
maybe like if they implement like, modding and stuff a little bit more or whatever. But I feel like everybody loved that game.
Do you remember like when you would unlock new cars in the game?
I would have to look up some video on
Yeah,
it
it's
because
probably
it's been so long, bro.
yeah. I was like looking at clips of it, and I remembered like how I used to get excited when you would unlock new cars in that game. I thought that was pretty cool, and I feel like with that game, like I actually cared about the cutscenes.
Yeah, like they went into in depth with it.
Yeah, even like the cutscenes with the mechanics were cool to me.
Yeah, like the people working on the cars or whatever.
Yeah. Um. Alright, I'll switch to next game. So GTA San Andreas and Vice City. What do you think about those games?
I mean, that would be fun to play like, 4K or whatever, right?
Yeah, Vice City. I'd really like the
Like to see that whole thing, like the scenery and stuff like that.
yeah Vice City. I feel like more. I would like to play remastered. Like I was looking at gameplay of it, and I really see the differences between the two. Like between the current, like with Vice
Yeah.
City, like there are like way fewer pedestrians around versus now, and I feel like the stories of those
Yeah.
games are pretty good. When's the last time you played San
Yeah, I wouldn't
Andreas?
mind going through them again. Oof. Years, bro. That must have been ninth grade. Maybe not even. Maybe before that. Maybe like seventh grade, eighth grade.
And I feel like San Andreas is a pretty good story. It's just like I
Yeah.
feel like the gameplay needs an update. Like I was playing it and I was like doing this mission where you have to drive. I was like, yo, this game sucks. There's another moment like I was doing this
No,
job.
what they liked about that game was the customization
Yeah,
of the cars. That's what.
that's what I
Yeah.
like too. And like I was doing this mission for Catalina where you have to do the C4s in the bank, and I was confused
Yeah.
on where I'm supposed to blow up the thing, and I keep on messing up the mission. So I stopped playing that game. But if they remastered it, I'd like to go through it again. I
Yeah, I
also
probably
thought
would
about it
go through.
too, like with the customization for the car. Like I think with every car you could add nitros too, and you can't do that with GTA 5 now.
Yeah. It's only certain cars that you could do it to. Have you ever played the original GTA? The one that was top down?
No, I think I've seen like gameplay of it. I'm not interested in doing that though.
No.
Yo.
I would love to see that like
Oh,
remastered.
remastered? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
they can do
that
that.
that would be fun.
Do you know the
Cause I
story of
played
that game?
not really, cause I only remember snippets like of my brother playing it when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's where I first saw like GTA. To be honest, like my brother playing it like that when I was younger. But that remaster, cause have you ever played like I think that's what it's called, Rampage City or something like that. I think it's on the Switch. Came out originally on the DS, and then I mean that was kind of like a GTA type thing. Like you could do cars and stuff like that, and like you do missions and like save people and stuff like that. But to me, I like if it was like the original GTA top down, I'll play it. If it was remastered, to me, I don't know. I think it'll be fun.
Uh, yeah, I think that would be good to do. And I feel like those games would do well, like especially San Andreas if that came out remastered, and like all those
I
gameplay problems that I was talking about with like the driving and like because sometimes with the missions I feel like it's unclear what you have to do. So in the remastered versions if they made things clear,
yeah
I feel like it would do pretty well if it
yeah
came out today.
yeah. I feel like people would replay that game for sure.
Um, so this one you may not have played. Have you heard of Pursuit Force before?
Mm-mm.
It was like this
Let me look
PSP
it up.
game where you were a police officer, and like the thing I liked about it was like you can jump from car to car and take out people. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was thinking like if it came out remastered today, it would probably just have to stay on like
Yeah.
mobile. I don't think it would do well on console.
Yeah.
Mm. You still there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. You hear me? Yo,
Yeah,
I think
it's
this thing is cutting out.
you gotta be you gotta be kidding. Yeah, alright, let's talk about Mafia 2. Did you play that game?
Mafia 2?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't. To be honest, the only thing I ever played really was Call of Duty, bro. Call of Duty was life. Yo, oh, and like I said, maybe, and the only thing I really like it was Nintendo 64. Like what was the name of that game? It was this racing game that you know like you were flying and stuff like that. Like it was with airplanes.
Oh, I
That would
was
be cool if they remastered that. That game was fun.
I was laughing. I'm thinking like that's how I'm gonna start the video off. Call of Duty is
What?
like Call of Duty
Oh,
is like
Yeah,
alright. So
Call of Duty was life, bro.
alright. So Mafia 2. You play as this character Vito. I believe he does stuff in the Mafia. But what was cool to the game was what was cool about the game that I liked was when you were driving like there were speed limits and if you went above a certain speed limits then you would get a wanted level. And that's unique because that's not in any of the Grand Theft Auto games, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, like you could drive as fast as you want. Basically, you don't get pulled over or nothing.
And I feel like it just seems like more lifelike to me. like the characters seem like real people versus GTA. If you see
Yeah.
that.
Like they actually interact with you and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was just talking about like how the characters look though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like more like real people. What else do I want to
Cause I
say?
really was, and the thing was that my parents really weren't buying me any R-rated games, to be honest. So imagine with GTA V. Did I ever tell you the story of how I got that?
You were telling me something about your grandfather and you taking out like quarters or something.
Yeah, dude, I saved up my money to go buy that game, bro. Dude, I kid you not, I had like $10 in quarters or something like that, and then I had the rest in cash. But I told my grandpa to come with me after school after I got out after the same day that I came out. Hey, I told him, hey, can you just take me to the store so we can go get it? And he was like, yeah, yeah, that's fine. So we went over there to Pella Manor or whatever. And then my grandpa walks in the store with me, and mind you, my grandpa doesn't talk a lot of Spanish. I mean, like English like that. So the guy, the guy was like, "What game do you want?" And I go, GTA, Grand Theft Auto." And he looks at me funny because he knows I'm young, right? And then, and then he asks my grandpa like, "Do you consent him buying the game or whatever?" But he looked at me just weird. And then my grandpa was like he just shaked his head, yeah. And then I was like, he said, yeah, he said, yeah. And the guy was like, okay, bro. I kid you not, I got that game by luck, bro. Dude, I gave him all my quarters and my money that I had saved up, my allowance or whatever to buy the game, bro. I walked out that game store the happiest kid in the world.
Dang,
I will never forget that. That
that's
was so
funny.
funny, bro.
Dang. Yeah, I didn't really get to play this game until it came out with games with gold because I didn't have money like that when I was younger to just buy games. Like you don't have your own money when
Yeah.
you're younger. So when it came out with games with gold, like I played through it. It was fun to
Oh,
me.
like it was for free or whatever?
Yeah. So I like to see this remastered, see what they can do with it. Mafia 3 was kind of a disappointment. It wasn't as good as this game.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, next up, are there any games you'd like to see a sequel to?
A sequel to, like I said, Call of Duty was lights. Now, let me get...
Advanced Warfare 2, do you want to see that?
Oh, Advanced Warfare, yeah. I think I'll play that if they came out with Advanced Warfare 2. Because I had fun with that game.
That's
I don't know what it was.
that game has been forgotten though.
Yeah,
What
no
year
one
did that
ever
come
talks
in?
about that. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I remember this dude DeAndre. He typed in the chat. He was like, "So we really not getting a Ghost too?" I'm like, no one is asking for
Yo,
that
Ghost was
game.
garbage.
No one is
I don't
asking
know.
for that, bro.
Ghost was garbage. Yeah.
That was the first game I got for my I think Xbox One, I believe, because you could take your 360 game to GameStop and then spend like $10 and get
And
the
change it
upgraded
out.
version. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
was like my first
My
game.
brother-in-law bought me Ghost for that. Advanced Warfare came out in
2014?
what's the date here? 2014. Yep, you
Yeah,
got it.
2014.
November 4th, 2014. So that's 56,
Infinite
5
Warfare
years ago.
2?
Nah, if they make another Infinite Warfare, I'm not buying it this year because I know that it is not worth it, bro. I don't know what it was, bro. That game I did not have fun with, bro. See, Ghost came out in 2013. The only thing that people liked about Ghost is when they did the sniping, that you were able to see the outside area, that the whole scope was in black. That's when they started doing that.
I
Because I
don't.
remember that was big and everybody was talking about that.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. But like so when you're sniping, you would only be able to see like through the scope and not anything
The
outside.
scope. Yeah. But in Call of Duty Ghosts, that's when they first implemented that thing where like when you scoped, you saw the crosshairs and everything, but you still saw the outside. Even though it was blurry, you know what I'm saying? But it was still like, it wasn't how it was before.
All right. So I got a couple games right here. Massive Chalice. This was like a game they gave away with games with gold, I believe. And what was cool to it about me, what I liked about it was it like kind of reminded me of Game of Thrones with like the houses. You could have like different like
Wait, Mike,
bloodlines
do you hear any background noise or no?
a little bit, but I don't think anyone's gonna zoom in on it.
My bad, I just cut you off or whatever. Okay, so you can continue.
Yeah, it was like bloodlines, and that was cool. Like each character has the different characteristics. When you look at them,
For
there,
Master Chalice.
yeah, there's a hunter. Oh, jeez,
So it's kind of like
like three different
Destiny or
types.
whatever
Yeah,
that
kind of
they
like
had like the
Destiny,
hunter
three
stuff
different
like
types.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a game that I would like to see another sequel, Destiny 3.
Destiny 3.
Even though we didn't play the second one like that, but I feel like I'll give my time into the third one because it's too late for the second one. I know, yo, I don't know how this kid DeAndre still plays that game. To be honest,
Yeah.
and he invests so much of his time into that game, bro. Like, what are you doing, man? It's not even worth it anymore.
There was the update. I was thinking the one for the moon. I was thinking about getting into it again, but I don't like. I feel like it wasn't as fun as it used to be playing the first one. I feel like with Destiny 1, like it was this new thing that we liked.
Yeah,
The
it
same
was
thing.
something completely different because then again, Call of Duty was live, so I never really played any, games like that were story related or it was like anything different. That's why I feel like I liked it so much too because it was something different that
Yeah.
I played.
I feel like the Division was the same thing. Like it was something different. Like there weren't really many games like that. I feel like
And that too.
SOCOM was kind of
Yeah.
like that, but that was still different.
Yeah. Because still SOCOM was like this first person if you think about it, right?
There was a third person
Or was it
version,
the
but it was more like
oh, okay.
strategic. It wasn't really like how the Division
How the
is.
division
I want like
and
a
that too the
continue.
division was fun when it came out too.
Yeah,
And
like
even Titanfall too. Titanfall when that first came out, everybody was on it, bro. But I feel like people got tired of it quick.
I look forward to something new coming out, like the games we just spoke about, Division and Destiny. Something just new to try.
Destiny. Yeah.
So the next
I feel
game
like if something
you can continue.
in that genre comes out, it'll be fun to play or whatever.
Have you played Sleeping Dogs before?
That I have not.
Alright, so it's like this open world game, like GTA, but this time it's like martial arts, and you're playing as an undercover cop. Yeah, I believe this takes place in Hong Kong. I forget the guy's name, the character's name, but it's pretty fun. Like it's something different. I'd like
Yeah.
to see a sequel to it. Who knows where this can take place this time? I don't know.
They could do it wherever, basically, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point to close. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
That's pretty much it, bro. Unless you want to hop on Animal Crossing or something. I'll let you. Didn't Devin get that? I think Devin got it too.
Uh,
But yep, that's pretty much it, bro.
Alright, I'll end it here.